The constant rows over rules meant that from 1908 onwards, there were widespread calls for the Olympics to be abandoned because of the damage they were inflicting on international relations. But the wonderful games of Stockholm in 1912 were to leave the dissenters silent. Baron de Coubertin described the Stockholm Olympics as an enchantment, and his assessment was echoed across the world of sport. The loss of the 100 meters title in London had hurt the Americans, but they were ready to restore the natural order of things in Stockholm. The Games were just 2 days old when they revealed the depth of their sprinting strength. There were 6 semi-finals, with only the winners entering the final. America supplied 5 of those 6 men, leaving South Africa's George Patching to represent the rest of the planet. The pundits favoured the chances of a young man named Howard Drew, the first top-class black sprinter to compete in the Olympics. Drew had beaten the former favourite, Ralph Craig, in the American trials, and great things were expected of him in Stockholm. But on the day of the race, there were rumours that he had damaged a thigh muscle. As the runners went through their warm-up, Drew suddenly pulled up in pain. His leg had betrayed him, and the way was now open for Craig, the tall 23-year-old student from Detroit. After no fewer than 7 false starts, it seemed that the South African Patching might upset all the predictions. But the Americans hunted him down by halfway, and in a blanket finish, Craig took his gold medal and America their clean sweep. Ralph Craig, the fastest man on earth, went on to ensure his place in history by taking the 200 meters title. He was awarded his 2nd gold medal and another laurel crown. Soon after his success, he retired from the track, but the spirit of the Olympics inspired the rest of his life. He became a force in the American Olympic movement and returned to his old sport of yachting. His efforts were rewarded 36 years after that Stockholm sprinting triumph, when he was selected as reserve skipper for the United States yachting team at the 1948 London Olympics. The 59-year-old Craig thus became the only gold medalist ever to return to the Olympic Games in a completely different sport. And his country recognized his achievement by selecting him to carry the American flag into the Olympic arena. Ralph Craig was the establishment's idea of the perfect Olympic champion. Modest, self-effacing, and unswervingly amateur. His successor in the 1920 Olympics in Antwerp was rather different.